What would drive a teenager to help one of America's most notorious serial killers? For the first time in 50 years, Elmer Wayne Henley Jr. breaks his silence about his role in the crimes of Dean Corll, known as the Candyman Killer and the Serial Killer's Apprentice. Criminologist Dr. Katherine Ramsland takes us inside Henley's mind in his chilling partnership with Corll, revealing the complex mix of fear, manipulation, and choices that led to the largest known mass murder in U.S. history at the time. Dr. Ramsland joins us now. Welcome to the show, Dr. Ramsland.
Well, I'm happy to be here, Dan. Thank you for having me.
Okay, you spent more than 60 hours speaking with Elmer Wayne Henley Jr. What was your first impression when you began these conversations?
We first started with letters. My impression was that he was very intelligent, self-reflective, and willing to explore this with me. And then when we talked by phone, he was very remorseful. He was horrified by the things he did, but he did not want me to try to persuade him that he didn't have responsibility in this.
And this case has haunted Houston for decades. What makes Henley's perspective so important to understanding the full story?
Because the sense of what people have of him is from a book that was written 50 years ago, based on pretty much on police reports and a few family interviews. No one talked to Henley. No one talked to anyone who knew Henley and really had not gotten his story. He had attempted to tell it a couple of times, but it was dismissed or distorted. And this is the first time he's really taking a deep dive into his story. He wants the truth of what happened to him out there, in part to help protect kids today and prevent this kind of thing in the future.
And Dean Corll was known as the Candyman Killer. How did he manage to evade suspicion for so long while committing so many crimes?
Corll was what we know as a successful predator. He understood how to groom a whole community to believe he was just a nice guy, a big brother, someone who could take kids to the beach and the movies and whatnot and take over some of the parental responsibilities, and everybody really liked him. So his ability to persuade people that he was just a normal guy while he was looking for, among the teenage boys in the neighborhood, he was looking for victims that he could torture, rape, and kill. And so he was successful at that for 3 years until Henley himself put a stop to it after being his accomplice, but put a stop to it by killing him.
And you explored the dynamic between Henley and Corll. What did you learn about the psychological forces at play in that relationship?
I looked a lot at the differences among types of accomplices and what we call the murder, how the predator looks for the kind of person that could partner with him in vulnerable kids, how they can bait them and manipulate them into doing things they wouldn't ordinarily do. So it was a kind of a master dominant submission relationship. It was coerced and groomed, and Corll knew exactly what he was doing. He had learned from others. He apparently was part of a larger network of traffickers. He certainly studied their ways, whether he participated much with them or not. And so he used that to groom first David Brooks and then Wayne Henley.
And beyond the true crime aspect, what do you hope viewers will take away from this documentary?
I hope they take away that predators are more sophisticated today than ever. Kids are more vulnerable because they're more willing to share private details and to meet people that they just met online who are complete strangers. So we're hoping that kids who get into trouble, who are pulled into such situations, are listened to when they try to get help, because that's something that Wayne did not have when he tried to get help.
Is there anything that we could learn from the situation and use for future?
I think the important thing is to understand how predators groom the community into believing that they're wonderful people. If there are complaints, or if there is the suggestion that they are doing something with kids, like they don't want other adults around when they're with kids. And so we have a whole list of guidelines in the book about this. We definitely want people to understand that there are things to be on the lookout. They are signals, and that they need to pay attention to them.
The Serial Killer's Apprentice premieres on Investigation Discovery, and it also streams on Max. Don't miss this unprecedented look into one of the most disturbing criminal partnerships in American history. Dr. Ramsland, thanks for joining me this morning.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.